It's that time of the year where we talk about favourite products from the year before. So this is going to be all of my 2024 favourites, and I'm going to start off with skincare. To start up is the Garnier Micellar Wet Water. This is the all-in-one one, which I use either as a first cleanse when I've been wearing makeup and in the evening, or I use it as the first and only cleanse in the morning or before I put on makeup. Using the micellar water is actually really simple. You just take a cotton pad or a reusable pad and you just pour a decent amount onto it, and then you're just going to want to go in circles all around your face, and this is just going to help give it a nice gentle cleanse. Once your face is air dried from that, you then take a toner. My favourite one is the Nature's Spell Brightening Witch Hazel. It's also got aloe vera rose in it, it's got vitamin C, nicinamide and pumpkin, so it's a real skincare cocktail. And again, like the micellar water, you just squeeze a decent amount onto a cotton pad. I definitely need a top up of this because I don't have that much left, and again you're just going to run this all over your face, and this is just going to help create a really nice base for the rest of your skincare. It's going to help take out all the impurities as well. For serum, I've really been loving the Kanzen hyaluronic acid. This is relatively new to the market, but it's not sticky like some of the other hyaluronic acid formulas are, and I just put 4 drops of this all over my face, and then I just rub it all in, not forgetting the neck area as well. Hyaluronic acid is really good to rehydrate dry skin, and it's going to help give it a really lovely glow under makeup as well. When that's dry, I then take another one of Kanzen serums. This is their Revitacell serum, which has got nicinamide in it, which is really good for acne prone skin, and I just kind of focus this a little bit around my nose and T-zone because that's where I'm getting a lot of spots and things right now, and then again on my chin, and as you can see that one there as well. I've only just recently started using an eye cream, but the one that I've been really loving is from Azio Beauty, and it's their Intense Lifting Serum. And what I love about this is the applicator. Now you could definitely pop this in the fridge so that the applicator is cooling. That was way too much for one eye. Let me pop a bit under both of them because that was too much. Then you just use the little applicator to massage in around your under eye and then on your eye bone as well. The moisturiser I've been loving is also new to the market last year. This is the L'Oreal Anew Skin Renewal Power Cream, which has got protanol in it, again nicinamide. It's got loads of amazing skincare benefits in it. So I just scoop a little bit of this because a little bit goes really far, and it's a really thick consistency as well. So we don't want it to be too slippy and slidey under your makeup, but you also want to make sure your skin is really nice and nourished. And the final step of my skincare routine, which is the most important step, is SPF. Now, I've actually fallen in love with Garnier's SPF over the last year. I love the vitamin C one, but I tend to use that more in summer for the no makeup looks, just because it adds a bit of a glow to your face as well. But I think it was a couple of months back I found out they do a BHA and nicinamide daily one as well, which is, again, they're invisible and it is matte as well, so this just feels a little bit nicer under a full face of makeup. And with this you want to use a really generous amount because you want to be protected from sun, from UV rays, all of that, not just in summer but all year round. And then again you just kind of rub this all in and hope for the best. I forgot to mention, but this is factor 50 plus and it protects from UVB rays and UVA, so these are definitely some of the best SPFs on the market, which you should be wearing every day. Now we're on to my makeup favourites from 2024. My eyeshadow base, this is what I use. This is the Cut Crease Queen's eyeshadow base from Iconic Bronze, I believe, and what I do with this is I take it onto the back of my hand and then I use a flat brush to pop it onto my eye. Putting it onto the back of your hand just helps to warm the product up and just help it work like it needs to, and then I start by carving out the eyebrow. I can't even talk today. Very, very carefully, gently, roughly. I can't even get my words out. But this is essentially what I do. I just slap it on. It doesn't matter about being messy at this stage because you're going to use a fluffy brush to get rid of the edges and make sure it's all even and start to set it as well. This is what the blended eye is going to look like. See that all the edges are blended into my eye, whereas this is the one where I've just kind of slapped it on and haven't blended it out yet. What I do while I then wait for it to air dry is I do my brows. So I start off with the NYX Powder Louder Brow Pencil. I couldn't tell you what shade this is because I've sharpened it off, but I just use this to fill in the little bold patch I have at the front of my eyebrow and just make the rest a little bit shaped and like I have an eyebrow again. This is what the one with the pencil's looking like. See, there's a lot more shape to it, it's looking a lot more full, whereas that's the one without it. This one is naturally shaped better than that one anyway, so we're just going to ignore that. And then the brow glue that I've absolutely been loving is the NYX brow glue. It's literally called the brow glue. It's clear, and then I would just use this to fluff up my eyebrows and set them in place. Next up is eyeshadow, and my favourite palette is again the Bperfect Carnival 2 Tahiti palette, and let me just show you why you need this in your life. Don't think you're ready for this. It is just so beautiful. Rainbow looks, anything with colour, yes. This is what the eyeshadow look is looking like. I've just done a pink kind of spotlight look. This is my current favourite eyeliner. It's just a black eyeliner from a brand called Young Vision. My favourite lash glue, which came out last year, is the Plouise So Attached glue, and to go with that is the Tatti Lashes TL4 lash, which I'm going to pop on and come back. This is what it's looking like now the lashes are on. I have a primer and of course my favourite Cheri from the Beauty Crop. With this you stick quite a generous layer on. I thought it was broken then. All over. And then you're going to rub it in and leave it for a couple of minutes to go tacky. For foundation I'm using the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear. This is in the shade Oslo. And what I do with this is I take a couple of pumps on the back of my hand and then I prime the brush just by dabbing it all into the brush to make sure that when I put it on my face it's going to go on evenly and it's not going to be too cakey at all. For bronzer and cream blush I use the Made by Mitchell Curve Case in Light. The shade that I use for the bronzer is this one here, which is called Hollow There, and then this one here is what I use for blusher, which is called Strawberry Cream. For concealer I use the Bperfect Complete Coverage Concealer in the shade L3. This was another amazing product launch last year. I am absolutely obsessed with this concealer. A little bit goes a long way and it really does live up to the full coverage name. Favourite powder bronzer is an absolute classic but a really good one. I don't know what's going on there, that doesn't look too blended. We'll fix that. And this is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. What I do is I just take a really generous amount, tap off the excess, and then blend it in just to give the cheekbones that final pop and to set the creams. My favourite powder blush from last year was the Trigwell Cosmetics powder blush, and this is the shade Bellini Baby, which is a gorgeous kind of corally pinky tone which just kind of goes with every look. Again, I just kind of swirl the brush in, tap the excess off, and then go over where I've placed the cream just to set the cream and bring some more colour back to the cheek. Favourite powder for setting my under eye is the Jordana T-shirt powder duo, and this is in the shade Flossy. What I do with this is, because it's a duo, I go in with the loose bit first, and then to bake I go in with the pressed. While I wait for my under eye to set, I'm going to use the Wonder Skin Translucent FYP Filter Powder, and I'm just going to use this to set the rest of my face. While I wait for all the powders to set, I'm going to do my lip combo, starting off with something else that launched last year that has been a whole favourite for me, is the Maybelline Lifter Liner. I'm not overly sure what shade this one is. Let's see if I can work that one out. This one is a shade Line Leader. It's a beautiful nude. And the lipstick is another iconic product. This is the MAC Velvet Teddy Matte Lipstick, and it is just absolutely beautiful. They glide on like there's no tomorrow. I always like to finish my lip combo off with a lip gloss, and another absolute icon that launched last year is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This is the shade 002 Ice, which is quite a sheer gloss, but it's got a little bit of sparkle to it and it just brings the lip back to life. My favourite highlighter was the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats highlighter. This highlighter is absolutely stunning. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that well on the camera, but oh my goodness, it is just everything. I'm very much a go big or go home when it comes to highlighter, and this highlighter nailed that. It really, really did. It's just so stunning. It's enough that you can see it, but it's not too much. Just look at how pretty that highlighter is. It reflects beautifully, complements the look. Setting spray, I always use the Cheri from the Beauty Crop. This is actually, I think, my 3rd or 4th bottle of this. It is insanely good. It just revives the face. It makes it all look nice and dewy and glowy again. I use a really, really generous amount of that. Final product for me is the One Size Setting Mist, and I was on the line with this. When I first tried it, I didn't like it, but after a few times and learning what works well with it, I absolutely love this, and I'm going to have to get the full size bottle because this is a mini and I think it's going to run out soon, which is gutting. And that's that. And this is the finished look. Thank you for watching along.
High volume. Am I really that much?